This story is the second part of the story series, 3 Important Life Lessons. Tenzin was joyed as he completed the first task and learned the first lesson. Now he was ready for the second lesson, so he went to his master and bowed respectfully and asked, "Master, what is the second task for me?" Master smiled and said, "Tenzin, are you ready for the second challenge?" Tenzin replied, "Yes, Master, I am ready." Master said, "Very well then. Your second task is to cross a raging river and bring a special glowing pebble which resides on the far side of the river bank." Master warned Tenzin about the strong currents and treacherous waters. Tenzin hesitated, fearing for his life, as Master indicated that the journey through river could take few days. But Master assured him that he had the strength to overcome the challenge. Tenzin prepared for his journey. He took some food, water, and a blanket and set off for the river. Tenzin reached to a nearby river where he had to journey through a wide and long river that flowed through the valley. He found a small boat by the shore and decided to use it for his journey through the river. He rowed the boat with steady strokes, admiring the beauty of the water and the sky. He felt a sense of peace and harmony in his heart. The river's gentle current began to carry him downstream. Tenzin noticed that no matter how many twists and turns the river took, it never resisted the flow. It went with the current, gracefully adapting to every bend and obstacle in its way. As he continued downstream, Tenzin encountered various challenges. Sometimes the river narrowed and the current grew stronger, and sometimes fallen branches blocked his path. Each time, Tenzin observed how the river responded. It didn't fight against the obstacles. Instead, it flowed either around them or over them, finding a way to continue its journey. As Tenzin navigated a particularly narrow and rocky section of the river, he found himself struggling against the fierce current. He paddled strongly, trying to force his boat forward, but it was of no use. He felt frustration and exhaustion creeping in. Then Tenzin realized and stopped resisting, put down his paddle and allowed the boat to float. To his surprise, the river, as if sensing his surrender, carried him effortlessly through the challenging passage. Tenzin realized that sometimes in the face of adversity, it was better to go with the flow, to surrender to the natural course of events. As he was thinking these thoughts, he saw a large rock in the middle of the river. He immediately tried to steer the boat away from it, and with the help of river's current, he managed to steer the boat. His boat missed the rock and Tenzin took a deep breath of relief. He managed to cross the river and reached his destination, where he found a cluster of glowing pebbles. He took one small pebble. He felt a surge of awe as he looked at the beautiful scenic view. He decided to sit by the river and observe its movements. He saw how the river adapted to the shape of the land, how it curved and twisted and turned, how it flowed around them or over them and found new paths. After admiring beauty of the river, he traveled back to the monastery. Tenzin entered the monastery and greeted his master. Master smiled and said, "Welcome back, my son. You have done well." Tenzin showed the pebble he brought and talked about his journey of the river. Master said, "Tenzin, you have learned an important lesson from the river." Master explained, "The river teaches us the second lesson, the art of flowing. Art of flowing is the key to navigate life's currents. The river flows without resistance, adapting to the ever-changing terrain. It does not dwell on the obstacles in its path. Instead, it finds a way either around them or over them, always moving forward, never backward. Just as the river flows without resistance, we must learn to flow with the currents of life. The river's art of flowing also teaches us to trust in the journey. Just as the river navigates rapids and storms, so too must we trust that life will carry us through even the most challenging times." Tenzin realized that life is like a river. It is always flowing, always changing, always moving forward. Just as a river flows, life continues to move forward, carrying us along its currents, sometimes gently and other times with turbulence and obstacles. To find true peace and happiness, one must learn to flow with life's currents, adapting and adjusting as needed, but always moving forward with purpose. Stay tuned for the third part where Master gives Tenzin the third task to uncover the third life lesson. Thank you and keep smiling.